Yes, I will. As always, every week.
The nerdiest talk.
Yeah. Whoa! Whoa! Hey, guess who's here in the studio?
What?
It's Thaddeus!
Ooh, ladies?
All right, hold on. I can't hear you. Let me turn my headphones up.
Turn my headphones up.
Yes, I haven't heard that before. What?
Yeah.
That's right.
What?
Welcome back, Thaddeus. You've been gone for 2 weeks.
It's true.
I'm glad you're here.
Me too. It's good times.
Indeed.
Good times on the Nerd Show.
What is up with my microphone?
Doesn't like you.
No, it doesn't.
It's going all over the... Whoa.
We're good. We're fine. That's
manhandling his microphone, and it's slowly...
it's
slowly falling away from him.
Oh, no.
It'll be the Thaddeus and Stephanie show.
Why, hello, Stephanie.
Hey, what's going on? Long time no see.
Nerdy things are happening.
Special guest host
so
Stephanie
many.
joining us in the studio this evening as well.
Oh, yes. Hi. Sorry.
Yeah, we have to introduce ourselves to all of our fans out there listening.
Yay.
What's up?
Hello, everyone.
Fans. What's going on in nerd news and stuff?
Ah,
what have I been missing?
So much.
Oh, my goodness. You can't believe how much stuff is actually happening right now. We have some Doctor Who news.
Yes.
You're going to blow my mind with the series that I never actually watched.
Oh,
I have season 1.
dude.
You're borrowing it.
Yet. All right. Fair enough.
Okay.
Well, after much to do, I believe, from the article that you sent me earlier, is Tom Baker, the Doctor number 4, is going to be part of the 2013 50th anniversary of the Doctor Who franchise. So he's gonna be
Actually,
coming
you
back.
found that article, but
Oh, I
okay.
did?
We can talk about it.
Okay. Hey, I was giving you props.
Thank you.
All righty.
It's very fair.
I gave you a different Doctor Who article on Facebook.
Oh, you
Do
did?
Remember? Yes.
Which one was that one?
The one where the companion passed away.
Oh, yeah. Well, yes.
It's on Facebook.
I don't know. We'll have that up
so
right
much
now.
news.
I know.
So much news.
We're just scatterbrained right now. There's so
I
much.
certainly respect any show that's been around for 50 years. That's pretty awesome.
Well, it was gone for about 10 years or so.
Well, I mean, just in general, the fact that the creators made it not quite 50 years ago at this point is pretty awesome, and that people still dig it and they do good work. And
It was Mary Tam.
Oh, thank you. She played the first Romana. Second Romana.
Yes. Alongside the 4th Doctor.
Ah, well then, yeah, that would be first Romana then.
Yes.
It was a great character. I wish they would bring that character back. I wish they'd bring a lot of characters back. Come on, Stephen Moffat, get with it.
He's working on it.
But yeah, I'm interested to see what's going to be happening in 2013. I mean, that's going to be the big deal.
Stephen Moffat is in charge of Doctor Who?
That is correct.
Yes, as well as another one of my favorite shows, Sherlock.
Oh, well, he also did responsible for Coupling.
Yes.
He's
great
responsible
show.
for a lot. He's a genius.
That's...
Coupling was awesome.
I am
Well,
extra
except for the last
intrigued.
season. That was weird.
Well, because Jeff left.
I know. He
And that
made the show,
things-
dude.
He really did, and that's, I think, a genuine part of why it did not work in America. But we're off track.
Indeed.
Yes.
Back to Whovian news.
Yes, we've got more to talk about, and
You
one.
Whovians.
This is one of the stories that we actually touched on a couple weeks back. Final Fantasy Versus 13 is, after all, not canceled.
Yay! I'm so excited. So apparently, those rumors originated from Kotaku, which is known for a rumor website, and they made it all up. And Final Fantasy 13 is not canceled, which is great. Square Enix says it is still coming out and is expected in September. So everybody be prepared. Sadly, it is only for the PlayStation 3, so I cannot play it until I buy myself one.
Oh, man.
I know. It's very sad, but
Indeed.
I'm very happy it's not canceled nonetheless.
So that's good.
Exciting times for Final Fantasy and
I think we're
fans.
just called Final Fantasy nerds. I don't think there's
all
a
right.
name for us.
Yeah. Well, speaking of weird stuff that only comes out on one particular machine,
Yes.
Apple releases the new Mac operating system. It's called Mountain Lion.
Indeed.
Of
I have
course.
not had the chance to test it yet. I know it's like approximately $20 to download. Not too bad. I have spoken to some of my friends who have downloaded the new operating system, and apparently it is wonderful. It moves very quickly, even faster than the current operating system.
Yeah. Well,
And-
Lion was pretty solid, and I mean,
Yeah, I'm
like
currently running on Lion.
Any new stuff, not without its bugs and stuff. So I'm kind of a proponent of the let them release the first one and then let them work the bugs out, and then let me move on to the second one afterwards. So
I
it's like
kind of have that same mentality,
Yeah.
so I'm probably going to wait a week or two before I try to download it.
Yeah, so I'm gonna move on to that.
But so far, good reviews from what I've been hearing.
Yeah,
so that's good.
I will be upgrading shortly.
Same here.
Well, in more computer news, well, actually, it's more gaming news, I guess. World of Warcraft: Mist of Pandaria. I'm pronouncing that right?
I have no idea.
I hope
Pronouncing
so.
that right?
I'm not a WoW fan.
Are you having fun with my grammar over there?
I am. I is having the most funs with your grammars, Benz. Now I just sound like Toki.
Yeah,
Yeah, a little bit.
we be listening to the Nerd Show. World of Warcraft: Mist of Pandaria arrives September 25th, even in the midst of bankruptcy and certain uncertainty of all their financial troubles going on, and
but
all
it's
the
not Blizzard, right?
No, it's not.
It's the fine folks over at Vivendi.
Correct. That owns 60% of the stock.
Right. And are Vivendi and Universal still in partnership?
I'm not sure. I
don't
haven't
recall.
read anything about that relationship recently.
I don't recall whether they were still, one was a subsidiary of the other or not. I don't remember. All the mergings and stuff happened so quickly. Or at least they did throughout the 80s and 90s, that it's just like, whatever.
Speaking of acquiring and merging and conglomerating, EA finally settles a lawsuit over alleged price fixing. What is that about?
Who knows at this point? But pretty much, every single article you read about EA is getting sued about something. Well, a couple of years ago...
If they're not suing somebody else.
Exactly. Yeah. Always some sort of lawsuit going on. First, it was over their famous football game, and now they're doing NCAA. They're getting sued over for that.
Right, the Madden stuff.
Madden,
and
yes.
Now the NCAA stuff. And
yeah, saying that they're price gouging and who knows what. But I'm just really? I didn't really notice that big of a difference between the pricing.
Yeah, we were off the air. We were having this conversation a little bit. So last time, because I haven't bought a new video game in a while, I've been busy.
Right.
But I was asking you, so at the store, is there a significant price difference between either the Madden games or the NCAA stuff and everything else, like Borderlands or...
Not from what I've observed. I would say no more than $5. Maybe $10 at certain stores, but most of the time I've seen only about $5 more max.
So a $5 to $10 difference possibly, and that's considering most games are in the $50 to $60 range. So that's roughly a 10% price difference.
Yeah, roughly.
Which, technically would be, not a huge amount, but is a 10%. That's a decent percentage difference. But, realistically, it's when you're talking about price fixing, they're not really, even if they have a monopoly over that particular, genre, nobody's forcing anybody to buy the games, are they?
No, of course not.
So I don't understand how we've failed the free market in this.
I said, I don't understand the lawsuit, but they're getting sued over something.
Did they, when it says that the lawsuit is being settled out, settled in anybody's favor, or they're just they're settling and just making it go away?
They just said settling. It didn't go into the details.
So somebody's probably like, this is dumb, go away.
Pretty much. That's what it kind of sounded like.
Well, that's...
Now, I actually posted a article concerning this. Is moving on to a little bit more happier and less legalese news. Yes, exactly. Portal 2. Of course, we all know Portal 2. It's a great game.
Portal.
The actual Portal 2 Space Core, they're actually sending into space. That's just awesome, first of all.
Yes.
And I actually just posted the article on our Twitter page and, of course, on our Facebook as well. There's actually a video where it takes all the instances where the Space Corps mentions the word space in all of its sentences. It's like an hilarious little 3-minute video that you were showing me earlier.
With the word space peppered throughout.
It sounds so hyper.
It's
awesome.
Space is a lie. I'm just saying.
Okay.
I thought it was the cake is a lie.
That's the reference.
Okay.
Oh, Ben, who hasn't played Portal.
So over my head in that one.
For all the Portal
2
fans, yes, it's all the Portal fans. The cake is a lie.
Right.
Yes.
And that's what she keeps telling you.
See, that's what I have when I don't have a gaming console to play this game.
There'll be cake at the end.
That's right.
Didn't Portal 2 make it to the PC? I don't remember.
I don't have any money to buy games for my PC.
But it's been out for a while. You could buy it cheap, probably.
Oh, you just point to the tree and I'll go get money off of it.
Honestly, we just need to get you a gaming system.
Yeah,
we really do.
Donate a gaming system to the Nerd Show Online. There we go.
Yes.
Now, of course, we got some sad news. Sally Ride did pass away just this past Tuesday, age 61, of pancreatic cancer. Our thoughts and prayers go out to her and her family and NASA, of course.
First woman in space.
So,
Woo!
yeah, there we go. All right. Just wanted to touch on that. You're listening to The Nerd Show here on 1190 AM and streaming online, iHeartRadio.com, keyword 1190. Next up, we hear from Chris Barker from Terminal Reality. He's going and he's actually watching Spider-Man right now. Spider-Man. All right, we'll talk to him next.
Spider-Man.
You're listening to The Nerd Show.
Greetings, Starfighter. You have been recruited by the Star League to defend the frontier against Zur and the Kodan Armada.
You're listening to The Nerd Show on 1190 AM.
Epic there! Just saying.
Stephanie is rocking out.
Oh, yeah. It's
Zelda.
Yeah.
Metal Zelda.
I mixed up a whole bunch of stuff. That was
did.
awesome.
Starfighter.
Great job, Corey. That was awesome.
props to
All
him.
right, you're listening to The Nerd Show here on 1190 AM and streaming online, iHeartRadio.com, keyword 1190.
Don't forget to like us on Facebook and Twitter.
There you go. She beat me to it over here. Look at her. She's taking over the show.
Yes.
My goodness. My goodness. I have theories that we'll get to later on about that.
Oh, no.
All right. We actually got to interview Chris Barker from Terminal Reality earlier today. He did have a function to go to. He's going and seeing Spider-Man, and then later on, you will be joining him to go see Dark Knight Rises.
Finally,
you haven't seen it yet.
No, I have not. I've been
it's taking everything we have to restrain ourselves from telling you about the film.
We've been giving him non-spoiler
Oh,
spoilers.
it's been great. It's like, hey, Thaddeus,
What?
Catwoman's in the film.
No!
I know.
I don't know these things.
Hey, Thaddeus.
Why are you... What?
Bane's in the film.
I don't believe you.
It
That's
takes place in
crazy
Gotham
talk.
City.
It's in Gotham City.
I don't... That's... I'm just gonna leave.
We've been annoying him like that all afternoon. It's been great.
So much
all right.
fun.
We actually here, let me talk more normal.
Is Batman in it this time? Is Batman
Yes.
in it?
Yes,
Okay.
Batman's in it. All right, let's get to this interview. He was able to sit down with us before he had to leave, and let's go ahead and start the interview. All right, you're listening to The Nerd Show here on 1190 AM and streaming online, iHeartRadio.com, keyword 1190. We are joined in the studio by Chris Barker from Terminal Reality. Now, that's a game software.
We make video games. Yeah, that's what we do.
Oh, excellent.
Hi.
So you were throwing around some names earlier, like Star Wars Connect, Def Jam, Rapstar, and the Walking Dead video game due out later this year, right?
Yes, the FPS version that's coming out through Activision. That's what I'm working on.
Nice.
It's a video game.
Well, we'll get to Walking Dead here in a second. I'd like to touch on Star Wars Connect if we could, because I've seen some clips of it. And what?
Lightsaber on this conversation. Let's do this. There's no voice activation for that. They really should have put that in after the E3 debacle. Whatever.
I was involved in that E3 debacle before it became a debacle.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you the one that was like, hey, say lightsaber on, it'll be funny. Troll everyone working on that game. And
No.
the fans.
We helped do some of the motion capture that was involved.
Over
in-
Modus, that's right.
That's
Yes.
right.
I
So
actually really liked that level. I was hoping that was going to be in the final version, but, Lucas and Microsoft are weird, so... Yeah.
Really? George Lucas is weird.
He's not weird. His minions are
You don't
weird.
say.
Yeah, he's canceling Battlefront 3. Is that it?
Battlefront
That
3.
one. Oh, man. Why did they do that? That was the cash cow right there.
Yeah.
Like, that would have been man. Anyways, back to Connect.
Back to Connect.
So, yeah, I
I've
made a
seen
Connect game.
I love the songs in the game.
Yeah.
Great songs in the game. I mean, what was your role in helping develop songs?
He sang all of them.
I love it when people ask me that. It's like, so what'd you do? You didn't do dance, did you? Yeah, I did dance. I am a 3D environmental artist. I didn't design anything. I wasn't part of the lore or the story of that. That was all Lucas and Microsoft's acid trip.
Right.
I did the dance levels. I made sure Princess Leia was going to be in the golden bikini instead of the burqa bikini that they wanted. They were going to cover her up, and
What? No.
Yeah, this is very little known fact. They were trying to cover up because they thought it would be too racy, but they ended up just making it a teen rating anyway and releasing it with her as the original. I thought there was going to be like even more of a fan outcry that came out. It's like there's a dance mode and they covered up Princess Leia. That would have been like mind blown, like why? But they didn't do that, so Leia fans everywhere can sleep. Well, can stay up a little before going to sleep easy.
Nice. When
Nice.
did Star Wars Connect come out? Because I'm horrible when it comes to console
Was it
gaming.
last year? I think
so.
last year.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, it was last year.
We're so up to date here on the Nerd Show.
We are.
I
Talking
have
about
a
the newest
thermometer.
and latest things.
That's
Star
right.
Wars for Connect.
Star Wars for it's this new game I just heard about.
I drink too much.
So tell me a little bit more about what it is that an environmental artist does, especially for those who are not familiar, since video game making is sort of a weird magical art form that happens in dark rooms.
Yeah, this is also a hard thing to explain also because people are like, so you're a designer? No, not really. So you're a programmer? No, I don't touch code. I'm a 3D environmental artist. I work in a program called 3D Studio Max. People can use Modo, Maya, all that other kind of crap. But it's to make like 3D polygon objects that I can put into a level to run through. I know my mom still thinks I draw everything out frame by frame. I don't think that ever happened.
Like a cartoon show?
But that's what she thinks it is, and it's nothing like that. So I don't know. I went to art school with this girl right here, Star Darby. And I studied that, and she did what, motion graphics?
Motion graphics.
Motion graphics, hey, oh my God. And yeah, that's pretty much what I do.
So
I make
being an
houses and
environmental
stuff.
being an environmental artist is a bit like being a sculptor.
Yeah, well, it's like working in theater and making the sets, pretty much.
Okay.
And making the props and stuff. That's
Right.
what I do.
You just
I
do
just put rocks everywhere randomly.
Yeah, well, I made those rocks. Like in
I made this.
In Star Wars, I made like most of the lightsabers. I made Han Solo and Carbonite. I made all the dance levels for the most part. We had some outsourcing help too, but like I had to like redo like everything because outsourcing, you ask for one thing and you get another, and they're like, well, we got time. We'll make it better.
We'll fix it later.
So,
We'll make it fit.
Yeah, but yeah, Walking Dead. Cool. I'm
So excited.
doing that right now.
So are you a fan of the series?
I am. I
Or
do
the
like
comics,
TV
or-
show. I did read some of the comics. I'm not a huge buff on the lore, but I did like the TV show, and our game is based on the show. It's going to be the prequel to it with Daryl and Merle.
Oh, very
and,
cool.
I really cannot talk about the story at all, but
I understand.
Well, what are you talking about? It's just us. Come on.
it's just those guys and some microphones.
It's not like we're on.
Why do I got to
the
stick this
radio.
thing on my face to talk to you guys?
Oh, that was harsh.
It's just like every party I've ever been to.
Right. So super secret story, which will be super secretly awesome.
Is it like Left 4 Dead at all?
I can't say that either. That's about the design of the game.
Are there
in it?
are there
Zoe's
zombies?
in it.
Are there zombies involved?
Master
in this
Chief
video
makes an
game?
appearance. It's gonna be awesome. No, it's
Now it's not based on the comic. It's based on the TV show itself.
Yeah, it's going to be a prequel to a TV show. We're talking to AMC guys, Activision guys, and our own in-house guys. We're making a story that's going to be really true to the show and really true to the
Oh,
characters.
very cool.
And I think it's going to be good. It's definitely a budget title. We're only doing it this year,
Right.
So it's not going to be like AAA. Like, oh my god, that's so next gen. Oh, my eyes are bleeding. It's so pretty. But it's going to be a fun game, and I think if it does really well, we'll be making more. That's just speculation.
That would be really
buy it.
exciting.
Buy the card.
I mean, that's for me. It's I gravitate more towards gameplay and content than I ever have towards the prettiest graphics. Like when PlayStation 1 was new and everybody was like PlayStation and Sega Saturn
You were
and all
still
that stuff.
playing Punch Out for the story.
I was still playing Punch Out for the content.
I romanced Tyson in that one. Layar was all jelly. It was
And
great.
later he beat me to a pulp.
Love the Mass Effect reference.
Oh my god, I'm a Mass Effect crazy fan. But yeah, trying to stay on Walking Dead. People like Mass Effect. This is about comic books. Get out of here. Yeah, I really like.
No, we love video games.
I really like Daryl's character, and I think the actor that plays him, the guy from Boondock Saints, whatever his freaking name is, he's like a sexy beast, and he kicks so much ass. He recently at the Comic-Con or in was it? There was a con in like Fort Worth recently. It's like an expo or something, and he showed up, and he's like the coolest guy ever. Like he just will walk with people free of charge, just like take pictures with people, talk to them, give autographs out for free. Like he's just a really cool, down to earth dude.
A class act, as
Yeah,
they say.
and
actors
Duck
like
face
that.
for you.
I really like. I like the idea of doing a video game about like using a person that's a real person that's like a hero that's actually a cool person. Like he got in a car accident. He's such a badass. Like part of his face is like metal and stuff because he had to have like reconstructive surgery. Or whatever.
Wow.
Oh my.
Yeah, but
IRL.
he's a legit badass. So I don't know. He's really cool. I think the game's gonna have some mixed reviews over just it being an FPS and being a budget title. But I think story-wise, I think it's going to stay pretty true to what everybody wants.
Why do you think people are going to hate on it for being a first-person shooter?
It's we got a year to work on it, man. I don't think everything's going to be perfect, but I think it's going to be beautiful. I think it's going to be a pretty game, but I don't think it's going to be like I don't know. It's not going to be the best Call of Duty experience. I don't think.
There's only so much you can do in a year.
Oh yeah, it's and I understand that, but I mean, for me, I don't think there's ever been a game that I've played where I'm just like, this is or very few of them where it's like, this is absolutely perfect. And Mario 3 is the first one that comes to mind. That's probably one of the better examples. And it's not like Mario 3 is like the world's most amazing graphics for side scrolling.
You know, after you say that, Thaddeus, I think you're right. I'm going to go and tell them to make the game Minecraft now, and we're just going to do nothing in we're going to do everything in voxels. Awesome. You know, screw zombies. Everything is just going to be a building game where you build in the apocalypse on a farm, and nothing bad ever happens. It's going to be awesome. At night,
and later we'll grow carrots.
At night,
and harvest.
At night, you just sleep. There's no problem. It's
throwing a little Oregon Trail. I died by dysentery.
Actually, there is an Oregon Trail aspect to this game.
Oh,
nice.
We got to hear about this now.
I can't talk about it, but I can say that.
Or cholera. There's lots of cholera.
I think that has been announced, though. They did say that, so I'm not in trouble
Cool.
with that. But
there must be dysentery in this game.
I really doubt
what
that.
creates zombies.
You've been bit by a zombie.
But we've been having a lot of fun. I
Hyper-dysentery.
did a lot of Left 4 Dead 2 modding before I got into this. I did custom character mods, and it helped me actually get my job at Terminal. If you go online, you look up custom character mods for Left 4 Dead 2. My name's all over it.
Cool.
Dylan Barker.
Hot.
I'm like internet famous. Oh my God. And,
In small provinces in northern China, and
we've been taking loads of tips from Left 4 Dead series. I don't know if it's necessarily going to play like that because it's not, but we're definitely taking a lot of tips from them and hopefully making this game a really fun experience you can play over and over and over again.
well, that's the bottom line. Are you guys going to do any DLC
I don't know.
content or stuff?
I think
you guys are just
that's
focusing on the game first. And
I
then,
think that's an Activision call. We're going to make everything. And I know like some big companies, like recently, they've been taking actual content from the game and then calling it DLC and releasing it later. I really hope that doesn't happen because that's kind of a douchey move. But we'll see, man. I'm just going to make this awesome game, and however they distribute it is how they distribute it. I mean, it's not my call.
Right.
So
yeah.
Now you've only got like just a couple months left.
We don't have much
left
more
in the
time.
year. I'm like, do we have a date yet? On
I
when this
think
is
it's
coming
going
out?
to be out next year at some point. I know, like content-wise, we should be done this year.
Okay,
but we could get an extension. I really don't know. I think the fans we want to get it on that par. Like we want to make a good game. I know it's a budget title, but like we want a really good game for what we're paying. It's a small studio, and I think we can make a really great product. What we got already is awesome. I wish I could show you guys.
Yeah.
But it's not quite there yet, and some of the story isn't completely like hammered out. So I don't know, man. Hopefully by the end of this year I can come in and be like, oh my God, best game ever, better than romance everyone. It's gonna be awesome. So
when you guys are testing it, can you call us so we can come in and see
definitely.
a little bit?
Perfect.
That'd be
focus
awesome.
testing. Whenever we start doing that, I can call you in. Unless Activision has a problem with it, like I'll bring you guys in. I don't think it should be an
wonderful.
issue. Yeah.
Awesome.
And you come in, it's like, so we all signed NDAs, we can't talk about it.
Yeah.
Look,
But we can show up and
Batwoman.
be
I guess
like,
we can talk about Batwoman. Yeah.
And we're back. Yes, we can also talk about Batwoman, right, Thaddeus?
It's true.
We'll need to get into that during the comic book segment tonight.
Didn't we already talk about it, though?
Did we? Well,
Yeah.
Thaddeus wasn't here, though.
True.
I want to get he's only read like 2.5 pages of Batwoman. And
I've read 3.
He was angered. 3? Oh, okay.
I've read 3.
All right.
Oh, Lord.
That was Chris Baker, part 1. Let's go ahead and throw it to break. So we're going to start our music now. We'll be getting to more from Chris Baker, Terminal Reality.
Barker.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Barker.
Dude, I'm just a host here, okay?
You're bad at English tonight.
You listen to Nerd Show now. We be back. Bye.
11:90 a.m.
To the Batmobile. Let's go.
It's the Nerd Show.
Atomic batteries to power. Turbines to speed.
Roger. Ready to move out.
I love Adam West. Batman.
This goes on for a little bit. That's funny, though. I like this song. It's a good song. You're over there busting a move again.
The 60s were great.
Because it's awesome.
For Batman television series.
That's right. You're listening to The Nerd Show here on 1190 AM and streaming online, iHeartRadio.com, keyword, thank you, 1190 AM. That just sneaks up on you. My goodness. All right. I have composed myself. I now speak complete sentences like a true radio professional.
We'll put that to the test.
Tonight.
That's not good.
Challenge accepted.
Challenge accepted. Go ahead and visit our website, thenerdshowonline.com. We got some really cool stuff there. We've got info on us, the nerds.
And you can like us on Facebook and Twitter.
Facebook and Twitter. That's Twitter at The Nerd Show on Twitter. Facebook is keyword The Nerd Show. Just look for our logo. It's ripping our shirt open and says The Nerd Show on it.
Indeed.
Let's go ahead and get to that second part of the Chris Barker interview. Doing better now?
Yes.
Okay. Just making sure. Just making
Don't
sure.
want to mispronounce the names of our guests.
That's right. Chris Barker from Terminal Reality has joined us joined us earlier this evening.
Right.
And we pre-recorded an interview, and this is part 2. So enjoy.
I'm just an artist. I don't do
No,
PR
you're doing
stuff.
great.
Oh, it's cool.
Awesome.
It's cool to learn more about like what it's like. I mean, what is it like to make a video game?
We never get to hear behind the scenes kind of stuff.
It really depends on what company you're working with and what people you're with. Just like any company, it's like some guy works at like racetrack and he's like, I love this job. I will work at racetrack forever. Another person works at racetrack is like, I hate this. I got held up the other day. You know, but like in video games, it's a really tough industry to be in, especially for an artist, because there's so many people that want to go out there and make video games. And then designers is like, I want to be a game designer. The thing they got going for them is there are tons of terrible designers out there. There are a few really great ones. So if you work hard enough, you can become a really great designer, and it's easy to get in. But art-wise, like we're definitely on the lower end of the pay scale, and most of our like probably any art group, like graphic design, all that stuff, a lot of people want a lot of free work. Everyone wants interns, stuff like that. And I don't know. It's rough being an artist. Well, but I love what I do. Like I love making video games, and you know nothing's going to really change that.
Is that a good way for some people to get their start? Is that something you would recommend to if somebody's really passionate about getting into making video games to work towards being an intern or try and get their foot in the door? Like, what's the best way to? What is your advice?
Somebody wants to get into video games, it's gonna take more than like an hour to talk to them about it, because there's so many like avenues you need to like pursue and go for. Internet is definitely going to help a lot. Local groups are the best way to go for. I interned over at Modus, of all places, when I was in college, and I wasn't even an animator. I was a 3D environmental artist at the motion capture studio trying to help out. And now just getting to know people, like networking is probably the biggest part of this industry. Like you can be awesome, but if nobody knows you, it's like,
Isn't it equal parts talent and networking, I would say?
Yeah, it's kind of rough because a lot of us don't really have great social skills.
Things that make you good at making all of the rocks and boxes.
Booze helps. Booze do help a lot. So there's actually a group called Game Dev Drink Up, and it's a bunch of game developers get together once a month.
That's awesome.
To go drinking and stuff. I drink with them every month. A little more.
Sounds like you don't remember much of these meetings.
I'm getting better about my drinking, so
that's good.
I can kind of remember them. But
being able to hold more or less?
Oh no, I'm just drinking less, Sarah. I went to college with her, so she knows.
Stories.
Yay. Okay, let's not talk about that. Yeah, these game dev groups, that's a good way to meet people. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's you find the people, because every time you go into a new company, it's instead of just like, I want you to do this, it's like, I want you to do this our way. So it's really good to talk to different people locally in your area to be like, hey, what do I need to do to get into this industry? And or to get into this company.
Or to get into the companies that are around you.
Yeah, because you can be making like these awesome baskets for this basket game that's going on in Washington. But in Dallas, like baskets, dude, we're making Borderlands and Rage and Star Wars Connect. Like this, why would we?
And stuff.
Baskets. Okay, I guess we'll add a basket level. It's just you want to like gear towards the people that are going to be looking at your portfolio. So it
makes sense.
It's like building your resume for different jobs. Don't send the same resume to.
Right.
Yeah. Tailor it towards that company you're going for, and definitely just just talk around, because I don't know. I met some people like at the Guildhall and AI, and they never really go out to any of these networking events.
What's the Guildhall for?
They're over at SMU. It's just like a program. It's like a graduates program, I think, for what we did, like motion graphics, video games, stuff like that.
3D art and stuff.
3D stuff. And they got really, really smart, great kids over there. And a lot of them, and that in Collin County, these guys in college, they don't really know who to talk to. And I think if they jump in those local groups, they can find the right websites to go to and the right people to talk to from there. Bunch of short guys, yeah, shout out.
We love you guys.
Oh my God.
Well, tell people more about what do the bunch of short guys do, just for people who are also unfamiliar with any or all of these things.
They started at Quad C, right?
Yeah, they're over at Quad C. They have a
Like
big thing every year. It's called
Collin
Giants.
College now.
Yes,
Collin College. That's it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Collin College.
Still
Yeah.
Cougars.
but they have an event every year, or like a little conference.
Yeah, Industry Giants. And it's pretty much just a bunch of professionals come in. They're like, hey, this is how I do things. And they're just like, oh, yeah, look at this. And they put it on a projector, and all the kids' minds go, everybody's mind is blown. And then they like buy their books and stuff. And then, they talk to each other and try to network. But usually those are done by like hardcore pros that have been in the industry for like years and years and years and years.
You're talking about these are the guys that come in and speak, or actually, like,
they're the guys that come in and
veteran.
speak. They're definitely veterans. They're no noobs in there.
Yeah. As opposed to some of the other social groups, are a mix of people aspiring to get in, as well as do more veteran workers and stuff.
Well, a bunch of short guys. That's just the event they have for like the special speakers and stuff like that. But they have like a monthly meeting, and people like me and other developers go in there and talk to people. I tend to like, hey, let's go eat after this, and like the actual meeting usually be about like, hey, this guy will show us something in ZBrush, and he'll be sculpting on the computer, and it's like, oh, that's amazing, and then everybody will just leave. Well, right when everybody's leaving, I'll be like, we're all going to such and such. Who wants to come? And we'll have like a drink and we'll all chat. And that's where the real networking happens, where you really get to talk and just relax and chat instead of being in a like classroom kind of setting.
Right.
And that's, I think, why Dev Drink Up's doing so well for people trying to find work and stuff, because everybody's
even just being a fly on the wall at these meetings. I mean, at least you're there while everything's being discussed.
It's just fun, and there are a lot of really they're really nerdy people, and it's actually sponsored by Twitch TV too.
We can be cool
nerds.
Let's.
It happens.
You guys are totally welcome. Sure. That'd be awesome for you guys to come out. I know some of the other Modus guys come out, so
yep,
go drinking with Tony again.
That sounds fun.
Oh yeah,
it's good times.
So, you got any more questions for Video Game Guy? No.
No.
Does Video Game Girl have any questions for Video Game Guy?
You covered all of it, Thaddeus.
Way to go. Way to talk, dude. I've
Are there
gone
going
for
to-
2 weeks. Now you're back. You're like, I am going to dominate the show.
I play video games too.
Oh, okay.
Sometimes.
Words with
Rarely.
friends.
Words with friends. Words with friends. But Jewel.
Filthy casual.
That's casual gaming. That's not hardcore gaming.
Yeah, it's still
gaming.
gaming.
Yes.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Filthy casual gaming.
Filthy casual, yeah.
Terrible.
Yeah.
Zanga is in the area, so I don't want to talk too much crap about casual gaming. Oh, burn. See, that was like a burn I didn't even notice. It was like a backhanded compliment.
Nice. Nice.
You guys are great at casual games. Like,
All right, now
what is that?
That's Chris Barker from Terminal Reality.
Oh, no.
Thank you for coming in. We appreciate your time. And we look forward to having you back in the studio sometime soon.
Thanks. Maybe next time I won't ramble on so much about trying to get in the industry.
No, it was a lot of
it's
fun.
great. Yeah.
I think it's good for some of our fans who might be trying to figure out, like, how do I do this, or where do I go, who do I talk to? Those are, when I was trying to get in the film industry, those were all the questions I had, was like, I want to do this. I have no idea how to get there.
How about he comes in when we do a game review of the Walking Dead game?
Oh,
Nice.
no.
Yes.
I haven't bashed anybody yet.
Dude, if this game sucks, like, I'm worried. Like, come in, it's like, it was terrible.
Chris, you ruined all of these
Why
things.
did you make
Why
these calls?
would you do this?
I'm not a designer. Like, don't the buildings look nice? The environments are so, lifelike, right? You're fired, Chris. Get out of here. But thank you so much for having me on. I love the show.
Of course.
I love nerds. You guys are awesome.
Cool. Thank you very much. And there's Chris Barker.
Sweet.
Turn your mic on.
Yay!
There you go.
That was fun.
Yeah. I was like, I'm not hearing you. Oh, there you are.
Magic.
Excellent. He's a really cool guy. We talked to him for a good hour and a half.
Yeah, he's a lot of fun.
And we recorded about a half hour's worth.
And we thank him very much for coming down.
Yes.
Hanging with us at
Chris
the studio.
Barker, Terminal Reality. We will have him back on the show. I'd love to discuss more Walking Dead once that comes out.
Yeah.
That will be cool. And
it's tough to talk about secret things when they're secretive.
We've got this game coming out, and
things happen in it, and it will be for a platform, and you will press buttons, and things will happen.
Yes,
with characters.
Yeah, very little information has been released about that game.
Yep.
We'll trick him somehow. I don't know.
Yeah, probably not.
Probably not. Okay.
But I am very excited to see what happens.
That's right. You're listening to the Nerd Show here on 1190 AM. Next up, we have our weekly comic book review brought to you by Keith's Comics. We talk about Batgirl. See, we're just in the Bat family for some reason over the past couple weeks.
Maybe it's because Batman came out recently.
Oh, yeah.
Probably.
Maybe.
Okay.
Good thinking there,
Stop
Thaddeus.
pointing out all this common sense stuff to me.
My job.
Making me look bad.
Just the facts.
All right, we'll be right back. You're listening to The Nerd Show.
In your world, you're like the cool guys.
It's the Nerd Show.
Recognize.
I always want to say, in the city, the nerds of the city require the nerd justice system.
Big Bang's enough.
These are their
Epicness
stories.
But I love how there's always the say. It's a wonderful show to watch, but it is delightfully almost the same every time. Or rather, it's been running for so long that everything just sort of happens in the same fashion.
Oh, yeah.
Like they go and interview, dude who won't stop working while answering homicide detective questions.
Yeah.
Or bartenders who have recognized everybody ever that have come into the bar.
Hey, bartenders recognize a lot of people.
Or that at some point in every episode, somebody being questioned by the police will also have to ask the police, why? Did something happen to insert victim's name here? As in, yes, that's why the homicide detectives are asking you questions about the whereabouts.
It's because they're okay. Right. All right, you're listening to The Nerd Show here on 1190 AM and streaming online, iHeartRadio.com, keyword 1190 AM. I wanted to say for that Chris Barker interview, yes, you did hear Sarah in the background. You were not hallucinating.
It's true.
That's right.
She was also here. The mythical and elusive Sarah Darby.
I know. We get fuzzy pictures of her. She's wanders around the studio, and we're like, oh no, you can't prove it. Oh man,
she's like a phantom.
That's right, a phantom. All right, this week on the weekly comic book review, brought to you by Keith's Comics. Located at 5400 East Mockingbird Lane, Suite 120 in Dallas. Keith's Comics has been serving Dallas since 1989. And be sure to check out Keith's other locations, More Fun Comics in Lancaster, More Fun Comics Denton in Denton, it's right off the square, and Keith's Comics North Dallas, which actually there's a little side store now. It's called Sidekick. It's really cool.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah, yeah, it's really cool. Check out, see Chris up there, or you might see Keith himself over at the Sidekick store, which is just a few doors down.
Shout out to Chris.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he'll talk to me every week when I walk in. It's like, oh, I love the show. I'm like, thanks, I know.
Same here.
It's awesome.
He's nice and gets me stuff from other stores.
That's right. That's what he does. Mm-hmm. Walk in there, give him your money. He'll say thank you. Let's see. For more info, go to Keith's website, keithscomics.com. You can also follow Keith on Twitter at Keith since 1989, and on Facebook, facebook.com/KeithsComics. Now, to wash the bad taste of Batwoman out of your head there, Thaddeus, I decided to let's bring in Batgirl. A little bit more of a different female energy is what I'm thinking.
Way different.
Do you want to know my opinion of Batwoman first?
Yes.
I guess we'll get to that later.
Do we have time for his opinion of Batwoman?
I know.
We'll talk about Batgirl first, and then I can rip on Batwoman for a minute.
That sounds good.
That's right. We actually reviewed Batwoman a few weeks back, but it was Thaddeus's remarks to that we'll find very interesting here in a moment.
My official stance on Batwoman, I'm going to try really hard not to swear.
Yes, we only have an 18-second delay.
Yes,
okay.
That is not nearly enough.
Not nearly enough
for the amount.
All right, let's get Batgirl first. What are your initial thoughts?
As taking away the sort of Batgirl lore, it's somewhat interesting. I mean, the opening's kind of cheesy. What they're getting into, the criminals that we're seeing in sort of the opening criminal scene. I like that it's dark.
Yeah.
That helps. But what they're doing is they're basically taking away the fact that Barbara Gordon is paralyzed.
Yes, they've completely wiped away what happened in the events of The Killing Joke from the 1988 book.
Right.
Which of course turned her into the...
And that's a problem. Honestly, this is something that I have a problem with a lot of comics in general doing. Something, obviously, I understand the premise behind the New 52 and really just trying to like, okay, let's kind of sort of start from scratch, but not really, is part of the problem with that. And it's ever since, honestly, it happened around the same time that like the death of Superman and some of the other stuff.
Just a few years before,
Right, Batman's backbreaking and so on and so forth. Where, no, Death of Superman was after.
Death of Superman was 1990. That's correct. Right.
Yeah,
Killing Joke was a few years before.
Oh, yes. I'm sorry.
Right.
In the order you were saying. So it's and my issues with that is when you have things like The Killing Joke and you have Death of Superman and that stuff, what they were doing is they were setting up some really specific.
For those of you who don't know, The Killing Joke was where Barbara Gordon was shot by the Joker and paralyzed, which turned her into the cyber hero Oracle, who formed the Birds of Prey. Mm-hmm. All right, Thaddeus. Continue.
So again, but that's the whole bit, right? Is we have The Killing Joke,
right,
and it has effects and stakes
that last for 25 years.
She gets shot, and then people continue to write comic books, going, "Oh, well, we've paralyzed Barbara Gordon, so that's what we have to deal with now when writing Barbara Gordon." So. Once we fast forward a bit to Death of Superman and some of that stuff, that's when comic books started taking those things away and sort of bringing back to life people that had either died or starting to, change different things. I know we've talked a little bit about like, there's Earth 2 and Earth like the multiverse and things like that. But all this reboot stuff, it's in my opinion, it's weakened comic books as an art form because just like average or possibly bad TV shows that are forgettable and things like that. When you take away the stakes, you ruin stuff. It stops having meaning. Right. Like the fact that Jean Grey has come back in the X-Men like 3 or 4 times now. I think what are we up to 3?
Yes.
Yeah, at least. And it's sort of like, okay, I no longer anything. You can have anything happen, and it makes me not care anymore because it's just like, oh, this is happening until X number of months or years later when they decide to completely negate whatever it is they've done.
Well, I completely respect the artists and the writers who have approached Oracle and the character of Barbara Gordon and, respecting what happened in The Killing Joke for so many years.
Well, and that's the whole point for me is it's sort of so I look at new Batgirl and it's like, okay, you're trying to, with the 52 new titles being released, you're trying to more or less wipe the slate clean-ish. They kind of cherry pick.
That's my big beef with them too.
Yeah,
but in a way, they're bringing in new comic book readers and fans because I didn't know much about the comic books in the past because I mainly grew up with movies and video games. That's usually my cup of tea. But now the New 52 is out, I'm like, oh, okay, I can learn about their backstories. I can read about this instead of spending hundreds upon hundreds of dollars going to pick up the old copies.
Right.
Which I think is great for the new fans. I can see how it upset the older fans who've been with the comic books for a while, though.
And obviously that's the crux of the issue right there. Is obviously from a business standpoint. If you look at no other perspective from a business standpoint, it's we would like new customers and or readers. Therefore, if we restart everything, that gives new readers, a new generation, an incentive to buy into the different books and stories.
It's working for me.
I get it. And there you go. But it's at the same time, and I guess there isn't, I certainly don't have a solution for it personally, other than to just not do it. And to try it. Like I don't have a solution for how do you get new readers by doing that, other than saying, looking at it as a bigger picture, as somebody who has to think about writing or generating content in some form, it's like, well, I don't want to upset the people who have been fans for a while. Right. So that's obviously an important consideration. And on top of that, it's also, again, my issue is that when you just magically can erase everything and negate stuff, as both DC and Marvel and other publishers have done many times over the years. Again, this is what I think hurts comic books as a medium across the board.
A great tool
is you take away the stakes. Is you're just like, oh, we'll just kill people, but it's actually meaningless.
A great tool that DC used for many, many years, ever since the mid-'80s, was a giant crossover multi-title event like the Crisis on Infinite Earths.
Right.
And it became, every 10 years, maybe every 5 years or so, they would create this big company-wide event that would encompass all the titles that they had, and it would essentially, rewrite some of the histories of some of the characters, do away with others that weren't selling very well.
Right.
And DC took advantage of this. And really, what did DC in, I think, is they just had too many crossover events, and it led to the New 52.
Right.
I think they just had too many because they had two wide crossover events within 2 years of each other. With weekly comic books in between, and it was,
I could see how that could easily confuse new fans such as myself.
Yeah. Yep. So they're like, okay, let's go. Let's get rid of this and start over. And I think that was a hasty decision.
Possibly. And here's an interesting concept for you. What if comic books were run more like television networks have to run themselves? If a show's not working, you kill the show and you start a new one. So if a book's not selling,
they've done that too. I mean, it's known to happen.
And I know that obviously happens. There are obviously comic books that nobody writes them anymore, and so on and so forth.
So they take the Hollywood approach. If the first one flopped, they just redo it.
And especially with these titles, with the New 52, all the number ones that we've looked at, they're just, they're very rough draftish. I don't know if you've gotten past issue 1 on Batgirl yet or not. By issue like 3 or 4, it really settles in.
It does get better.
Right. I've gotten much further in Batgirl than I did Batwoman.
I don't want to talk about that.
I'm sorry for forcing you all to read this.
Batwoman hurts my soul.
It hurts mine too.
Okay, well, let's get this out of the way. Batgirl, yay or nay?
I'd say yay. Yeah. It's cheesy at points, but it's not too bad.
It's really finding its groove when you get into the later issues.
I agree. Probably about issue 3 or 4, it starts to smooth out better.
For me, it's pretty lukewarm, and I'm also, again, I'm kind of upset at the whole, I don't like that it's coming from a place where it's like, okay, you're erasing some other thing, and even the way they explain away because it's throughout issue 1, they talk about she's having memories and sort of goes, we revisit the Killing Joke scenes where she gets shot and stuff, and she's just like, it wasn't really quite that, I got shot, but it was just a gut wound, oops. Come on, that's
all right. So that's lukewarm for you. You're kind of in the middle of the road. I understand. All right, you're listening to the Nerd Show here on 1190 AM. We'll get to Batwoman next week. I want to touch on you with this. You're listening to the Nerd Show here on 1190 AM. Be sure and tune in next week. iHeart Radio, my friends. See you next week.
The Nerd Show is a production of Nerdville Entertainment. All right.